the way that this one's written, we're still finding the average rate of change. So we're still finding the slope. And we're finding it from x equals -1 to x equals 3. But this time we're not given an equation, we're given a graph. To find slope, we need 2 points. And they've only given me the x coordinates of the points. So we want to come down here to the graph and say what point is on this graph that is -1 comma something. Okay, so I'm going to go and move this one around. If I was going to go and plot a point that it was -1 comma something, I would have to start off by going back 1. Now, if this point is on this curve, where do I have to go next? I'm starting off with x equals -1. So if I plot a point, it'll be -1 comma something. So if I go to plot this point, I'm going back 1. Now, if I start going up, will I be on the curve? No. So where am I going to have to go? Let's see, I'm going to have to go down 2. Okay, so the coordinate here is going to be -1, -2. Okay, so let's do the same thing with this one. They're telling me x is 3. So if I'm going to plot a point that starts with 3 comma something, when I go to plot the point, I'd have to go right 3. And then to finish plotting a point, if I'm going to be on this blue curve, the only way that's going to happen is if I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is going to be, oops, and I'm sorry, my graph is it'll be a little more clear. It's up here at 6. Okay, so if I go on there, I have 3 comma -6, or excuse me, 3 comma 6. So if I want to find the average rate of change, I'm going to find the slope between these 2 points. So notice I subtracted my y values. So 6 minus a -2 over subtracting my x values, 3 minus a -1, and minus minus is a plus, so 6 and 2 make 8, and 3 plus 1 is 4, and 8 divided by 4 is 2. So the average rate of change is 2. Okay, so one more time, you're only given a picture, and you know that x is -1. So you go look on the graph for a point that is -1 comma something, and the only point that starts with -1 would be at -2. And the only point that starts with 3 would be right there at 3 comma 6. Now that I have my 2 points, subtract my y's over subtracting the x's.